Hi Aries, welcome back. So Aries, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. Also, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And my readings are timeless, so I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. So Aries, when I was meditating on the collective Aries energy, I got a lot of different, what seems like random images. So this might be for some of you, it might be validation for some of you, or it might not resonate at all. But here are the things that I saw. I saw distinctly a giraffe. So I don't know if giraffes have some significance to some of you that are viewing, or maybe you're seeing that as a sign in your environment, like images of giraffes or whatever. But also I saw, it looked like someone was trying to get a knot out of their hair, like knots in the hair. I don't know if you're getting your hair done or you got braids in or you just have knotty hair. I'm not really sure what the significance of that was, but I definitely saw that as well. And then I got the term, the band name, Rage Against the Machine. I did not get a song, just Rage Against the Machine. So that could be music that you like, or it could be symbolically speaking about wanting to kind of buck the system, you know, not wanting to be part of the rat race. As I also got a symbolic message around that about also the term a machine head, which I believe is from an old 90s rock song by Bush. It's like not wanting to be part of the societal machine, which is really interesting because I got a message in your weekly live reading, Aries, about the Jungle Book and feeling more connected maybe with nature or animals or anything but other humans right now, like not wanting to be part of the crowd or part of, like I said, the rat race, the machine. So there's like a little bit of a rebellious energy coming through for the Aries people. And I picked that up in the meditation. Now, I went to record this reading and I instantly wanted to say Pisces, and I was shuffling at the same time, and right at that time the card of Pisces came out. And at first I thought it was like a slip of the tongue, right? Which happens because I do a lot of readings. But then when that card came out, it solidified, no, that actually was a message for you, Aries. So some of you could be connecting with the Pisces, be on the cusp of Aries and Pisces, or have Pisces in your chart, be dealing with someone who has Pisces in their chart. Take it as it resonates. Either way, the influencing vibes around whatever you're dealing with this connection have a very ethereal, spiritual, but also somewhat of a confusing energy around it, okay? Because this does talk about the spiritual, the mystical, but it also talks about the mysterious and the secretive. So there might be that type of energy surrounding you right now, Aries, or surrounding the person you're connecting with. And then the last message I got was a song. I think the name of it's Eileen, but I could be wrong. It's from I don't even know, maybe the 80s. He says, "Come on, Eileen. From this moment, you mean everything to me. Come on, Eileen. From this moment, you mean everything to me." So I don't know. Check that song out. Check out the lyrics. You might be hearing that, I don't know, the grocery store, who knows? I don't know if anybody actually listens to that anymore, but that's the song that I got. So let's go ahead and get into the cards, Aries, and we're going to go way in depth. We're going to look at what led up to this, how you perceive each other, how you both genuinely feel underneath it all, what your hopes are, and most likely future outcome based on free will. So I already have some cards out here. I do want to make note of this card, the Two of Swords. Your card is the Magician, Aries, and the person you're connecting with is the Page of Cups. So this lets me know, Aries, that you're in this space of, I have the song "Do You Believe in Magic" playing in the back of my mind. Some of you might literally be magicians or master manifestors or spiritual readers, energy workers, light workers, etc. As often the magician to me is someone who can create with energy. Some of you might be conscious creators as well. But either way, this does talk about having like all of the information you need, all of the resources you need, all of the people, the networking, the tools to be able to get what you want out of life and to really go into creation mode. It's like taking your ideas and your emotions and your passions and making it into something practical. And some of you are in that creation mode when it comes to life in general, not just connections or relationships. But some of you also may be trying to manifest this connection or a relationship in your life during this time frame, or this person might be trying to do that to you. This person's in the Page of Cups, which talks about friendship. So this could literally be a connection that is a friendship or started as some sort of friendship. But this card to me also talks about making amends and apologies and wanting to reconnect on some level. So you might be connecting with someone that wants to get on the same page with you, Aries, or reconnect with you, or they're trying to come at the situation from maybe a friendly vibe, okay? Like a very lighthearted vibe. Even if they have deep emotions, they may just be showing like surface level emotions, okay? So let's look at the recent past and what led up to this for you, Aries. And I'm going to try my best not to call you Pisces, but I feel like I keep, for some reason, I keep wanting to call you that. Aries, this reading is for Aries, but definitely check out your birth chart and see where your 12th house is at, and also if you have Pisces in your chart, all right? So you have the Strength card, the Eight of Cups as to what led up to this, and the Ace of Cups. So Aries, I feel like this person really had a stronghold on your emotions. You know, you may have tried to walk away from the connection so that you could kind of keep a sense of pride about yourself. But always coming back to the fact that there's a lot of love here, you know, so it's like really trying to be led by your intuition, trying to follow your heart, but also not wanting to lower your standards either, okay? Or lower what you feel you're deserving of. I feel like some of you have come a long way with understanding what it is that you deserve when it comes to love. I have the song by BB Rexa playing now, In the Name of Love, because there might have been like some self-sacrificing going on around that in your life in the past, or in a past relationships, or maybe even the past with this person. Because I keep getting the word sacrificial, like making yourself like sacrificing something to have or appease another person, because I heard sacrificial lamb. Some of you feel like you have been that in prior relationships, or maybe to this person, you know, just kind of put yourself out there and then feeling like what you had to offer was sacrificed or not appreciated in the way that you feel it should be appreciated, yet still having all of this emotion, okay? And like I said, that may be related to this person or just in general in the past. It's really interesting because they're giving me images of Jurassic Park. And it's funny because I got the Jungle Book reference for you on Sunday. I don't know what's going on with this. You know, in the first Jurassic Park where they tie the lamb up in the T-Rex cage, and the T-Rex eats the lamb, but the lamb didn't like even have a chance because they literally tied it up on a rope, so it couldn't even fend for itself or like run away. A sacrificial lamb. I don't know why I'm getting that image. I don't know if you feel like you're the lamb or the T-Rex, okay? But feel free to swap it how you need. But someone within the connection just felt like they were just there for the taking, you know, and didn't even really stand a chance to be able to defend themselves or to be able to have any sort of impact on things. It's like one person completely dominating the connection and the other one feeling like at the mercy of the connection or the other person, right? Or like they were the person that was sacrificed so someone else could be satisfied. Sacrificial lamb. All right, so it seems bizarre, but it's a reference point for those of you that's resonating with. I just feel like there was a lot of strong emotion here, or is a lot of strong emotion, Aries, and somewhat wanting to kind of place some distance there, or leave that behind, but it's like always coming back to how you feel, not being really able to escape how it is you feel, because there is a lot of fixation on this as well, okay? Especially if you have fixed placements somewhere in your birth chart, but there is a fixation here. So let's see this person's recent past energy, Aries, and see what led up to this for them. 6 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. So I feel like this person in the recent past, they have really been dwelling on the past, just to be quite honest with you, trying to maybe take their attention away from it though by connecting with friends more or hanging out with people that make them feel better. It's like this person is searching for other avenues to help them to make them feel better, okay? Whether that's in the company of another person or going out even, or trying to... I don't want to say they're trying to ignore it, but they're trying to shove it to the wayside. But yet there is this dwelling on the past going on internally with this person, and it's emotionally draining them. Even though there's a lot of good, memories, I feel like this person often gets lost in, sorry, what? I was going to say lost in the circle. I don't know what that's about. But I also heard lost in the drama of the past, of, feeling like things should have been different than they were. I feel like this person is being surrounded by, they're showing me sharks. I don't know how I'm getting all these animal references, but they're showing me, like, how sharks circle its prey. I feel like this person may have someone that circles their energy that's in the social circle that isn't necessarily helpful to this person, but more so draining, even if they have a history with them. And I don't feel this is your energy. I feel this is someone either in their friends group or family group or maybe in their workplace. But I just get that there's something emotionally draining going on within their life, and it has to deal with their social circle to some degree or another. It's like this person, Aries, they think about the happier times, and because they're feeling the loss of that to some degree, it really brings them down energetically. So then it's like they try to either pep themselves back up, or someone in their environment does. But at the same time, it's somewhat detrimental. You know how when we try to lift someone up, and we have good intentions, but our advice is totally biased because it's our friend and we're not really in their shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, like if your friend comes to you with a problem and you're trying to cheer them up and say they're heartbroken over something or someone, and most people are like, oh, screw that person, you deserve better. And that makes you feel good for a moment, right? And you're like, yeah, I do deserve better. But then you go home at night and you still love and miss that person. So while the advice uplifted for a moment, it was not lasting in the way that it actually helped, the person to process the emotion. It's like that. It's like there's someone in this person's social circle, Aries, that feels like they're giving them solid advice. And from their perspective, they probably are, but it's not really helping to soothe or heal any of the deep wounding within this person. It's like very surface level advice, So let's look at perception. Now, keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, right? So it might be your truth of the story, but it may not be this person's truth, but we'll start there and then we'll go deeper. So your perception is, wow, okay, I'm going to need to clarify that. King of Wands, the Tower, and the Sword, Seven of Swords. So from your perspective, Aries, this person has totally destroyed something that they've totally destroyed your trust. Okay, that's like literally exactly what this card combination would mean. And I think it really made you mad. In a way, it pushed you to pay more attention to caring about yourself, meaning like feeling stronger in your ability to be able to stick with your own boundaries. Like it kind of motivated you to spiritually grow your own confidence because you almost had to make a very firm stand with this person. Because there's something here that's like disabling. They gave me the word disabling. That's a really weird word. It disabled you. You know, this is, I keep hearing the destroyer. So it's like you see this person as someone who destroyed, wow, this is really intense. Destroyed your life, or maybe they're just destructive in general, okay? Like this person, from your point of view, might be a very self-destructive person. It may not even be towards you or other people. Like this person may self-destruct because they have trouble telling the truth, or facing the truth, or being honest with themselves, or being honest with you. But I also feel like there's a large group of you, Aries, that feel like this person straight up destroyed you, which is a false perception, of course, because no one has the power to destroy another person. You're a sovereign soul. Nobody can insert into your experience without your permission and allowance. Remember that. But it still can feel that way sometimes, right? It still can feel like somebody has torn down our walls, or, you know, torn down our self-esteem, or torn down our ability to trust, and it's hard to repair that. You know, they're giving me a song. Love takes time to heal when you've hurt so much. Oh gosh, there's Mariah Carey again. I can't get away from Mariah Carey lately. She's an Aries. Yeah, the song is, yeah, love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. Couldn't say that I was blind. I couldn't see the pain inside, 'cause love takes time. But I don't want to be here alone. Wow, go check out the song. Go check out the lyrics to that song. That's a deep song. That could be coming from your side or this person's side. I mean, some of you feel like this person's ego literally destroys their ability to have stability and honesty in their life, because it seems like everything is about their pride or about their ego, and it's in your perception creates instability. It also creates instability with how you feel about this person and what you think about them, because you don't really trust what they're saying. You don't really trust what they're portraying to you all the time. This person may really bring out your shadow, Aries, in that it may have you wanting to like kind of dominate in this connection to show them who's boss, which is a very Aries-like trait, right? Because you are a very dominating type of energy, especially when you're in your shadow. All right, so this person has the 5 of Wands. Dang! The Ace of Cups in the reverse in their perception of you, and the Empress. So, Aries, this person feels a lot of internal conflict. I feel like this person sees you as someone who maybe fought for the connection, or that there was conflict around. This person, in their eyes, they feel like you don't love them, anymore, or that you're not showing that to them. You're just taking care of yourself. They could tell that you're spending more time taking care of the things that are important to you and nurturing yourself. And this person doesn't feel like they are a part of that world at this moment. They may feel like there's a lot of competition around the connection, or there's always like a struggle to get into your heart, to get you to open up your emotions. So this person kind of perceives the connection as something that is either love lost, or that you're not open to loving because of some sort of conflict that is surrounding, like I said, the connection. And yet this person feels like you have the ability to nurture, and that they've seen that nurturing side of you before, Aries, but they don't feel connected to it currently in this moment. And you may have disconnected literally from this person or energetically from this person, but they're trying to be patient. This person, I also feel like they're feeling emotionally drained as well, and not really in a space to be open to love either right now, okay? Because they also have a lot of internal conflict going on. So let's look at the heart space, Aries, and see what's going on beneath the surface. That was perception, that was thought, how you see it, how they see it. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper and see the emotion here. The High Priestess. How did I know that would come out? They're still giving me that song. Here's the Magician again. The star at the bottom of the deck. So if you remember from the beginning of the reading, you showed up as the Magician. Now here it is in your heart space. So there's definitely manifesting emotionally, actively going on right now. It's just, where are your emotions at? That's the question to ask yourself. And I'm sorry, that song keeps wanting to come through, but a different verse. So just give me 1 second here. Nope, it's a different song. I'm sorry. It is still Mariah Carey. She says, "No, I can't forget this evening, or your face as you were leaving." But I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always cry, but in your eyes, your sorrow shows. You always smile, but in your eyes, your sorrow shows. Oh, that's a deep song too. Anyways, I feel like you're really trying to listen to your intuition here, and you are actually manifesting things in your tangible reality right now. And some of you are trying to keep your focus in the tangible, but I just feel your heartstrings are being pulled, spiritually and emotionally. The psychic energy is really heightened right now because of the planetary alignments and the full moon. So I feel like you're trying to focus on your practical world here by kind of creating different avenues for you to give your focus and attention to. But I do feel like a pulling of the heartstrings. You may have a very intuitive connection with this person, and it's like underneath all of that, seeing all of this potential growth that has come from the connection or come from this situation. And actually, this connection has helped you to grow in a lot of different ways that are unrelated to relationships. For instance, finding out new gifts that you have, finding out new interests that you have. It's weird, right? You don't expect relationships to push you in different directions in your life that seem unrelated, but a lot of times relationships, especially catalyst relationships like this one, do have a tendency to push you in a deeper way, meaning like it tends to have a ripple effect in other areas of your life where you start noticing a change in what you care about, and a change in the things that you love, a change in taste they're giving me. Okay, that could be in men or in women, or just a change of flavor in your life that came from this. It's like really listen to your intuition, Aries, especially if you have water in your chart, because I feel it's speaking to you and through you and kind of showing you the way as to what's most important to you right now. I feel as it pertains to this person, like I said, you might have felt a spiritual connection with them. You might have even had a commitment with them or felt that there was potential for that. And maybe wanted to manifest that, but for whatever reason, this person has destroyed your trust in the past, or you've had your trust destroyed in prior relationships, but it's still impacting this relationship, okay? So let's see where this person's at emotionally. The Seven of Wands, the Four of Swords, there it is, the Star. So some of you Aquarius energy here. It's funny because I got that lyric, right? Love takes time to heal. And then I got two cards of healing here in this person's heart space. So I do feel like this person is kind of trying to block things out right now because I think it's overwhelming to them, and it's just easier for them to cope that way and to be able to recoup some of their energy. So I find like this person sleeping a lot or feeling really fatigued or needing more sleep. They might be having very active dream state type of images come through when they meditate or when they nap or when they sleep. Like this person is doing spiritual healing while they're in the REM state, and really kind of needing that space right now. This person might emotionally be asking for space or be sending that signal off that they kind of want that space right now. And it's like it takes time to heal, and that's what this person is trying to give themselves right now in this moment. They definitely dream of the connection, or they are somewhat is still in this dreamy space of feeling like, you know, that something that they really desire is within reach. And of course it is, but I feel like only after this person has done some transcendence or transmutation within their own energy that kind of pulls them out of the past and into the now, and then allows them to start over. So let's look at hopes, Aries. Six of Pentacles. So this is like a hope for a payout for some of you. You know, might not even be related to this connection. For others of you, it's like you want to be giving, right? I feel Aries naturally like to give. You're just givers. That's just what you do, you know? If you have it, you give it. And so I feel this pull towards like wanting to be giving anyways, okay, to not let this completely shut you down to the point where you become stingy with your time and emotions, but instead like encouraging you to give anyways, but give to those who appreciate and reciprocate. I feel like you like to be in the space of I'm sorry, I don't know how to put this nicely. So, because this is a little bit borderline, you like, what they're showing me is the persona of someone who likes to be in a place of having or a place of power because they like to distribute that wealth as like, I will take care of you. But the borderline issue is there's also a small desire inside of that Aries that wants someone to need you. You know, it like comes off as very generous and well-intending, but deep down inside, there's a part of you that wants to be needed, counted on. Oh my gosh, this person has the Page of Cups. Did you see that card fly out? That's so funny because they had the Page of Cups earlier in the overall energy. So that's their hope. See, this person might want to establish a connection or a friendship with you, or like I said, you might have had that connection in the past. They're trying to be open to different ways of connecting, okay? So this person is wanting to rebuild something within connections in their life in general, but I also feel within this connection, and I heard for some of you, they want to rebuild trust. So let's look at most likely future outcome then, Aries. Ace of Wands. Now keep in mind, all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will. You're in the driver's seat, no one else. The Ace of Wands, the Hangman, the Two of Swords in the reverse. Why is the Two of Swords in the reverse? Two of Pentacles. So, Aries, going into the future energy, there is the spark of passion coming in, and yet you pause, you know, so it's like feeling a desire and then kind of holding back on it because there was some uncertainty here. Some of you haven't really made up your mind as to what you want to do about this yet, even if you feel a desire for the connection, okay? There is something that you're working on in the process, though, and it's almost like diverting your attention to other areas of your life and kind of dedicating some time over there. And while you're doing that, you're kind of slowly processing this in your background, in the background of your mind. And it's almost like there's some questioning going on as to like, why do I want this? Do I want this? You know, is this attraction or is this love? You know, like, I got that stinking white snake song in my head again. I'm not going to sing it. Anyways, like questioning what it is that makes you feel the way you feel when it comes to this person. I do feel like this elusive energy is going to become less elusive as we move out of the full moon, and things, I heard, more accurate. You'll be more accurate in being able to feel out the situation using your own intuition. But there's like a need to pause here, or there's something like burning inside of you, but then you're kind of waiting maybe to see what occurs in the energy, or like what pops up in this person's energy. Like there's a wait to see, like waiting to see, you know, what comes next before you make a decision here. Let's see this person's most likely future outcome. The Magician. Oh my gosh. You have the Magician out 1, 2, 3 times. So they're trying to manifest something here. What is it? Take a wild guess. Judgment. Okay. Wow, the Two of Swords. The amount of synchronicities in this reading are blowing my mind. The Two of Swords, the Two of Swords. Yours is in the reverse. So your uncertainty is going to dissipate before this person's. Theirs is in the upright. Okay, so what is it they're deciding to let go of? So this person, Aries, can't decide if they should let go and move on or try to manifest things in the connection again. Maybe even come at it from a more friendship standpoint, you know, or a more surface level standpoint of like, well, you know, like a hi, as opposed to writing a dissertation about every deep feeling they've ever had. You know, this person may want to open the door, so to speak, but not really. They just kind of want to crack the door open to kind of see what's going on energetically with you. I think this person is really not sure, you know, whether to let go or not. It makes them sad at the thought of not having you or having to let go of something. So that's what keeps them in this space of uncertainty, because it's like, well, that doesn't feel right either. So I think this person is trying to get creative in the energy of how like they can come at this from a different viewpoint or a different vantage point, Aries. I keep getting the word creative, like they're getting creative here, because they may have tried to just kind of release or try to emotionally distance, but it didn't really give them the answers that they wanted. It didn't really give them any source of, I don't want to say closure, but like any source of clarity. They didn't get what they were looking for by taking those actions. So now it's like this person's trying to get creative, like to figure out, okay, if that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work, then what's going to work, right? And that's the kind of the space that they're coming from right now, or I should say in the most likely future energy. So let's get some Osho Zen cards, Aries, and see what those have to say. Yeah, this person is suppressing a lot of emotion. Or at least they have in the past. Now, I see this person's going into a more healing phase because they're kind of being shoved in that direction, whether they're ready for it or not, so that they can release some of this suppressed emotion. And then you have compromise, but it was in the reverse. So I don't feel you are willing to compromise right now. Some of you might be teetering, and that might be what you're kind of thinking about. That could be what the pause is about, whether or not you will. But right now it looks like it's in the reverse. And then let's get an overall guidance card, Aries. And then we're going to leave it here for now. This says, a child's love. So, this says, the love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as a part of us from their first cries. They establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So it could be that there is, like, first of all, this certainly could be about a child, but doesn't have to be. It could be about anyone in your life, but a lot of you it's going to be an intimate partner. It could be that you share children together, or you have children, they do, or it's just this essence of innocence, you know, at the heart of what's happening. It could be also that some things that happened during childhood, a lot of how we behave in relationships as adults is taught to us through childhood by viewing our parents' relationship, other people's relationships, etc. And so it could be that there's something from childhood that is affecting the way you or this person behaves within the connection as well. So, wow, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I felt a very serious tone in this reading. Sometimes I get like really giddy tone, really happy. I'm not saying you're not right now, but I just feel like this is more of a serious type of message, all right? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And let me tell you what zodiac signs I'm seeing that you could be dealing with. I have Libra, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces again, Leo, Scorpio, could be another Aries or Sag. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it could be any zodiac sign because it is a general reading. Like I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do go live there as well. Tarot Time with Dana, linked in the description box below. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, you could do so in the About section. Either way, I'm wishing you guys the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.